Hey MechWarrior, welcome back to Double Plays MechWarrior 5. On this playthrough, we're going through all of the DLCs. For right now, doing the Rise of Rasalhaque DLC, which is DLC 3. We're at Predlitz. We just finished up the 3 missions there, and we're heading out to Gunzburg. So here we go. Nice little cinematic thing. You can pause and read all that. I think there's a cinematic cutscene. There is not. At least not so far. What have we got for rare stuff? Yeah. These are actually fun to play with. I wouldn't say they're good to play with, they're fun to play with. And shut down a unit in a heartbeat. Just in case we need anything, or if you're playing a stock one, you can see what's here. This is not a stock one, like I said, this is a playthrough. I began in 3015, played the campaign, finished that up in 3024? Yeah, and then went on to RasalHaque, the second one, Legend of the Kestrel Lancers. Worked it all the way through, finished it up about 2 years prior to this one, and I'll probably finish this one, well, somewhat before the Dragon's Gambit DLC would start. Here's a write-up for it. Pause and take a read. And it's a 370-ton combat drop. And I'm going to go with cash, because, you know, I don't never get enough cash.
We're reading heavy weather warnings out there, Commander. Expect limited visibility and sensor malfunctions on this mission.
Yep, I think what I'm going to expect is bumping up the Orion to something a little bit more, well, more. I got the pretty baby at 80 tons, which is what I could do. And I got either of the Victors can do the same. The Stalker can take it all the way up and use all my tonnage. It's got a speed of 48 and everybody else is faster. I'm not sure what this mission is. I'm going to take the Victor 9S over the Bazzi, I think. It just got more oomph to it. And I'll keep the longbow as support. Nah, I'm not going to. I think we're going to change it out for the pretty baby. Now, I'm still down 10 tons, but I'm going to go with that. Pretty beefy this way. Or am I? Let's take the Banshee on its first mission. Let's go. Yeah, I'm 5 tons over, that's okay. It's just a little bit of cash. I know where to make some more of that.
Attention. Prepare for battlemechs departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Little bright.
Despite Marcus Corita's death, the Ronin are continuing to spread chaos across the Republic. Their refusal to recognize our independence has now caused pro-Lyran radicals to refuse to hand over a number of former Lyran Commonwealth worlds gifted to us by Archon Steiner. The Lyran administrations of Kandis and Gunzburg have each hired mercenaries intent on keeping those worlds under the authority of the Tamar Pact. Here on Gunzburg, those Lyran forces are led by our old friends Nicole Kelswa and her favorite pet mercenaries, the Guter Dommerung Society. We believe that their primary munitions depot is at the marked coordinates. Your objective here, Commander, is to destroy the depot while the Tyr and the Dragon's Breath move against other supplemental targets, weakening Kelswa's grip on Gunzburg.
We shouldn't be wasting our hard time with this. Those mercs have taken Stortala City. Christian, my family.
I know, Thor. You haven't been able to make contact with them. But we can't blindly rush into Kelswa's stronghold. Especially when Ronin forces are also in system attempting to take Gunzburg for themselves.
Switch your point. Enemy down.
Big city.
Just cross the basic perimeter. Don't let them get any further.
Target destroyed.
Order acknowledged.
Sounds like a demolition to me.
New target Orion. Incoming missile.
This is the place. Level it all to the ground. Leave nothing for them to use.
No, you don't get the back shot.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
No idea what I hit on that one.
Destroyed.
Switch here. Enemy down.
Ah, there. It's one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
Target destroyed.
Let's go do some stumpy. Oh, drop ship, of course.
Hostile dropship above.
The only reason the Commonwealth had this world was through the sacrifices of my men during the Fourth Succession War. You have no right to it.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Hate to break into their speech. Why is that on 5? That's weird.
Positive contact against primary society targets. Move on to the next objective.
I have no idea what Brianna was talking about. There is no other objective, as you can see.
Destroyed half of the targeted infrastructure, Commander. Keep at it.
New target focus.
Manslaughter, this is my final warning to you.
Target destroyed.
Leave Gunzburg to Rasalhaque or face the consequences.
What does she mean by that? Christian.
You didn't think the LCAP forgot about the first tier's desertion from our ranks, did you? Or we're family members potentially harboring such fugitives live.
No. Christian.
Pull it together, Miraborg. Kelswa, you wouldn't dare.
Yeah, she would. She's a nasty person.
Targets have taken critical damage.
They're targeting the towers. Control tank is down. Let's see how they like this.
Mission complete. Commander, head to the marked exfil site. No need to stick around here anymore.
Christian Manslaughter, you and the members of the first tier have abandoned your sworn duty to the Lyran Commonwealth Armed Forces, stolen LCAP property, and have now raised up arms against loyal citizens of the Lyran Commonwealth. You and all known associates are hereby labeled as traitors to the Commonwealth and are sentenced to death. Captain?
Another drop ship.
You bitch! I'll kill you!
Come and try. I'll be waiting.
That was her wiping out his family.
Switch here. This one's dead.
I don't think we need to fight these guys.
Sir, I can't do that.
Target acquired.
Attacking from here.
got you, Commander. Let's get out of here.
Put your point. Not for company more, are you?
Well, good to reach rank 18. I can do away with that audio effect. 2 picks, 2 picks, 2 picks. There we go. Get out of here. There we go. Hey, the victor did it sweet. Yeah, everybody did well. I actually came in 3rd place for damage done despite all that building shooting I was doing. Good job on them. And got my mana core finally. And of course that comes back. Under the one thing at a time, repair all. I don't think anybody's going to go over the scope. And you guys can pause and read this. Yeah, Overstay Lieutenant Mirberg's family was wiped. That's the way war goes sometimes. No, we are now up to the 400-ton limit, and we will stay there for the remainder of the Rise of the Free RasalHaque Republic DLC, Rise of Rasalhaque. 17 picks. I can only get 14 of them, so I'll take them. Now, I think the victor's going to jump up to... Oh boy. I guess it's the Annihilator. No, I got the Mackies yet. Let's go with the Mackie. These guys are tough. That's all there is to it. They don't put out as much damage as some, but look at that armor. 864. The Annihilator's supposed to be a fortress with legs. 576 armor. The Atlas, King of the Battlefield, 594. The Mackie, 883. And this one moves at 55. I'm going to keep the Banshee in slot 4. And the bottom line is that gives me something I can run like hell with if I need to. You never know. It can happen. 14 days. So, yep. 8 days was the longest repair.
Attention. Prepare for battlemechs departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
To make quick work of the Ronin in the 211th, we'll need to engage their forces
These are
across 2 fronts.
beautiful scenery
For
in
this,
these.
we've broken up into 2 attack groups. Thor and the Dragon's Breath will approach from the west. Commander, you and I will be approaching a Ronin forward operating base from the south. If our 2 forces can shatter the Roman combat units, then we'll be able to refocus our efforts on the Gutamarong society and get vengeance for everyone Nicole Kelswa killed.
Overstay Monster Tier. The Dragon's Breath has made contact with the 211th. Encountering heavy resistance. I'm moving in to support.
Okay, Commander. Let's move out and engage along our front. Good hunting.
Beautifully hand-drawn. All of these end missions are. We're about to be partnered up with the Dragon's Breath, and sadly they're going to leave the field of battle prematurely. They too are a mercenary unit, and one of the reasons why the tier hates mercenaries. Doesn't see them as having honor, because they won't fight to the death, which is of course not what mercenaries are for.
Ice worlds like this suck. Let's finish this up and get off this dump.
Yeah, I got a heater in that cockpit there, Chainsaw. Flip that switch. Ice worlds like this allow you to keep firing as much as you want. And I've been up in Norway. At NATO operations in some of the fords up there. Back in the 80s, I was up there on the USS Ponce and the USS Whidbey Island later on. 9-month med cruise, because we went to Norway first and did some NATO X's. It was cold. Let's get these guys cleared off. Still hear one. I'll wait till it shows.
Target destroyed.
Good job.
Contact. We are engaging the Ronin. Seems to be only token resistance.
No shit. That's because they are swarming us. Taking heavy casualties over here. I'm here with you, Dragon's Brand.
It's funny, I'm a retired sailor and the only cussing in my gameplay is voice tracks.
New target pen.
Ah, we got him.
Now, it behooves you, generally speaking, to let the allies do their share of the fighting, so to speak. It also behooves you to get your own kills in.
Firestorm here. Target destroyed.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Weapon systems on. I must be
Tango down.
It's for good practice. Hey, hey.
New target locust.
You want me to what? Okay. Switch your point. I got him. He's down.
I'm not sure what just hit me.
New contacts bearing down on you from the north. IFF readings label them as good among society. It's an ambush. They'll be right on top of you in 5 minutes.
Or less.
Overseer, my forces are in no shape to be facing this new threat. I'm withdrawing my unit from this engagement. What? Dragon's Breath! My men are in slow-moving heavy and assault mechs. We need you to screen our withdrawal or we're dead. These third-party hostiles fall outside the negotiated objectives of this mission, and my men have already suffered heavy casualties. I'm invoking the self-preservation clause of our contract, and withdrawing my men from this fight.
Negative, Dragon's Breath. You are to screen Oberstleutnant Miraborg and his detachment's withdrawal. They need you.
Respectfully, Overseer, that's not going to happen. We're not getting paid to throw our lives away just to preserve yours. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Best of luck.
Dragon's Breath? Dragon's Breath, respond! Damn it! They've cut off communications.
Goddamn mercenaries!
Excuse me.
Only to throw it to the wolves.
Thor, we need it.
No, don't you dare say anything, Christian. This isn't the first time Magnussen's mercenaries have breached their contracts in this war and left our people to die. They're only here so they can rob us blind when we need their help the most.
Sit tight, Thor. We are coming to get you.
Oversir, the 211th are withdrawing from the west and collapsing on our position. They're attempting to cut us off from supporting
Gonna
other
clear our
teams that
backfield before the
minimize combat.
other wave gets here.
Let's break through them, damn it. We need to get Miraborg's battalion out of there.
Are you guys even
Clear
shooting?
this field ASAP.
Yes, they are. Okay.
Enemy down.
Let's see how they like this. Firestorm here. Enemy mech destroyed.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I got it.
Not that big a deal, folks.
We need
Notice
to
they're still
keep this
here.
up. Break through and support Thor's battalion.
Quit shooting the buildings. Idiots. And 2 more lances.
New target Phoenix Hub.
Focusing our fire on target. Enemy mech destroyed. We're on it, Commander.
I'm kind of counting on it.
Guess why they call me Firestorm?
Miraborg, we're almost done here. Hold out just a little while longer.
Battle Master, huh? I mean, he's still there and hadn't taken any more damage.
New target Battlemaster.
Oops.
Firestorm here. Took him down, sir.
Group target received.
Have another.
Target destroyed.
That's the last of them. Miraborg, we are on our way to help.
It's too late, Christian. We're pinned down. We'll be overrun by the time you get here. Get out of here. Leave to fight another day. Avenge us and save the Republic.
Thor.
I just told him stop shooting at the
More I
buildings.
could do.
My daughter, Tyra. Look after her for me when I'm gone, Christian. Give her and the Republic the freedom we fought all our lives to see.
You have my word. I'll make sure of it.
Well, he does a shit
I
job.
know you will. Goodbye, Overstay.
Tyra flies her aerospace fighter into
Godspeed,
a
old friends. First dear, fall back.
the bridge of a attacking warship. Clan warship.
Tyra, I'm sorry. I dedicated my life to fighting for the freedom of our people. To build a better home for you to grow up to see. One where you would never leave under the boots of House Corita or Steiner. But the great house's disdain for our people is endless. Magnuson and the Republic were fools to trust that they would recognize our people as equals, or that the hired guns would care for anything more than lining their pockets with what little wealth our people have. One day, you will learn of all the things Christian and I sacrificed for our people, and of the mercenaries that betrayed us, leaving your mother and I to die at the hands of our oppressors. I'm sorry that their greed and indifference robbed you of a life with us by your side. If by some miracle I survive and live to see you again, I can promise you one thing. I will make them pay.
Okay, I've run enough storylines for you. Go buy the books. Support a starving artist. Good Lord, that's all 25 years ago. But they're still for sale. 7.3 million and 1,000 reputation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll take that. Yeah. Well, once again, I didn't make the most damage. I just killed the most things. Surprised the Banshee didn't do as well. But that 7, man, that's a kicker. It's a brawler. This was a short-range brawl. So we get another extra 1,000 for completion, and apparently that Cyclops 10Z we saw floating around out there is mine. We'll come back to that. I'm going to take repair alls. How badly was this? Legged. I think for now we're going to turn it off. I don't need it for this fight. We'll send them over to here. I may or may not keep it. Typically going forward at some point I strip down to nothing but hero mechs. Although that doesn't come until clan time. Usually. What's my timeline? 15 days and everybody's recovered and repaired. Here's my next mission, Gunzburg, Part 3. Looks like we get to take out Nicole Kelswa. And it will be an extreme Hail Mary. Again with beautiful scenery and allies. Nordic Taiga. Twisty allies. And we're just going to stick it the same. Well, let's see. Let's give her the other Mackie. Mackies are a beast. And I gave her the Banshee because the Banshee does, what, 111 points of damage compared to the 70 from the Mackie, but she didn't do the damage.
Of fighting, Nicole Kelswa's forces appear to have gotten the upper hand over the Ronin, forcing them to retreat to the Bavaria Mountains. Kelswa has fully mobilized the Gutodommerung Society, looking to crush the remaining Ronin before they can fortify their position in the mountains, before she undoubtedly pivots to hunt us down. But we won't give that monster the opportunity. Our best chance at taking Kelswa out is to slam into her with everything we have while her forces are committed to finishing off the Ronin. The battle ahead will not be easy, but it's a fight we must win. Otherwise, Gunzburg will be lost to the same monsters that murdered our families and nearly killed Oberstleutnant Miraborg. Move out and destroy them all.
Commander, with 3 separate armies fighting a must-win scenario, this mission will likely devolve into absolute chaos. To get through this, you'll need to stick close and support the first-tier mechs accompanying you on this mission. Pick your targets carefully and do not draw too much attention to yourself. Otherwise, you could find yourself simultaneously targeted by both Steiner and Karita Op-4s.
Tycho! No contacts are from the first tier!
For the Republic! Fire at will!
Colonel Kelswa, unknown mix identified as the first tier. They're engaging all parties in the field.
I have to thank you, Manslaughter. You saved us the trouble of turning over every rock to flush you and your rats out. Commonwealth forces, the first tier have entered the field of a hostile third party. Put them and the Korean partisans in the ground with the rest of their friends and family.
On it! In the name of House Kurita, this outlander will soon fall!
New target, Locust.
You have to kill them all eventually.
I dedicate this kill to House Kurita!
I try to do the reds first.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Target,
Gutodommerung Society mainline forces touching down in the OZ. Watch yourselves out there. one of Nicole Kelswa's House Guard dropships entering the combat zone, which means she can't be far behind. Be ready for her when she comes.
Oh, we are shooting something. There we go.
New target, Warhammer. Target destroyed.
You will have to kill them all. There's a dropship over here.
We got him.
New target, Archer.
I can't do that, sir.
You will.
Target acquired.
Shared target identified.
Target destroyed.
Order acknowledged.
Target acquired. Incoming. Critical. System offline.
Yeah, my fault. I was thinking I'm in an ice system.
Target acquired.
Can't hit the archer to save myself.
Destroyed.
Firestorm here. Enemy mech destroyed.
Incoming missile. Target
I hope you're
destroyed.
watching. I'm gonna enjoy choking the life out of each and
Nicole.
every one of your treasonous lackeys.
First tier, Nicole Kelswa has taken the field in her atlas. For all of the lives that she has stolen from our people, make these mountains her tomb.
Switch here. This one's dead.
Let me get back in that ice cold
I see you're still using your
stream here.
Mechs, manslaughter. We'll be sure to return them to their rightful owners.
That's not her.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Good riddance. I only wish Miraborg and all the other souls we've lost to that bitch were here to see her get what she deserved. I'm seeing no more House Kelswa guards in the OZ, and the good Thamarang society are in full retreat.
I'm confused. That atlas was already torn up. So maybe we're not done. Because it wants me to eliminate the Ronin forces, and I'm not sure where they are. Let's check the other side of this mass here. Because the Ronin forces were actually Kelswa's target. We were on the other side of this already. I hate these endless missions of search and find something, you know. There's one.
I'm detecting Ronin reinforcement entering the
Ah,
OZ.
okay. That's what was going on. I'm shaking, but I don't see the dropship. There we go.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
How's that for quick enough?
That mech is about to go critical.
And splooge on me.
Forces taking critical losses.
More. Okay. I was stuck. Let's send my guys for these.
Affirmative.
Moving to range.
Target acquired.
Mech taking heavy damage.
Twitches! I got him, he's down! Twitcher point! I got him, he's down!
New target Orion.
I just received word from the Ronin forces. They are standing down and surrendering. They will no longer be participating in this fight. First tier, all Kurita and Steiner hostiles have been eliminated. Gunzburg is ours.
Well, like the man said, this planet is ours. And all the mechs just slid into the sand. Creek, actually. .8. Ooh, that's cool. Look at that. Very seldom see tier 5. I still got to get one of these, but I'm just not going for salvage. Hey, tier 5. If I do it, no, I need that more. Yep, 9 kills. Not too shabby, folks. Not too shabby. She didn't do good in this either. Doesn't have any negatives. No negatives, no negatives, no negatives. So, what the heck? Looks like we get to keep the Atlas. Is it worth it? In my cold storage. 5 million C-bills will do a long way to repair it, as will this. And those. Yeah. Okay, I'll take it. We're going to slide it on over. I still got a D and a DH over here now. $11 days to fix the DH. And timeline says 28 days. Plenty of time. And that's going to be it for this episode of Opal Plays MechWarrior 5, folks. Come back next time. I'm going to punch that depart button up in the upper right hand corner, and that will take me to Radstadt, which is the final place of battle for the Free RasalHaque Republic DLC number 3. Opa's out.